Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Little heads up, disclaimer, any background noise is my dogs. I start talking, they start moving on. I'm gonna pop in the logo right here in the top left corner, I think. I am actually a part of a collab. It's coming out the week of October 10th to the 16th. I think that's when everyone's kind of posting around that time frame there. As you saw, it's after school, so back to school, after school, is kind of the theme of everything. Everyone's been working on it since before high school years came out, so we've all had time, and I not practice, but I had a couple ideas of what I wanted to do for so long, and then I tried them and they weren't working, and I was like, I have time, and then I thought the deadline was much sooner than it was, so I got it done. But yeah, I ended up coming up with this, and right now you're looking at it probably like, what on earth is she doing? I'm building somewhat of a outdoor type mall. It's covered, but there's going to be slats around that's not walls. You'll see when we get there. I'm just trying to figure out the platforms. I don't really play around with the platforms too much, so kind of figuring out. I go back and forth on a lot of things, so bear with me on that one. It was mostly just me being testing things out or not being 100% sure, or if I'm gonna have to bulldoze the lot like I did probably over 50 times. This took me about 2 days. The editing that I had to do, like, the video is still super long. I don't even know what we're at. I'm gonna imagine probably 20 minutes. But I cut down so much. I had to. It would not be a playable or watchable, enjoyable video if I kept in the whole thing. It'd probably be hours long because I had recorded, I think what it was like 2.5 hours for like the one video, and then I did it in multiple videos. So we're talking probably about 3 hours, I guess. I don't know. Also, these tiles that I put down, I love them. They work really good in that space. But when I had put them in the inside, I didn't realize that the swatch is actually black. Yeah, they should have this swatch that we're seeing right now as an actual swatch. Um, but yeah, anyway, I get to use these windows and the doors and stuff when I'm super excited about, because it's not often you get to build a store or anything. But this is gonna be, there's 3 stores. So there's this store. You can see I'm like picking out furniture. It's gonna be a clothing store. They're not very big stores, that's the point. I don't want them big. I don't want to slow my computer down any more than it already is. So yeah, this one is the clothing store. I love that green swatch on those doors and the windows. It looks so good. This one comes along really well. I use a lot of the stuff that came with the high school years. I use a lot of that stuff in here just because it works, and we got like the thrift store type furniture and whatnot in the high school pack, so it really worked. I did use a couple things as you see me pulling it out here, and then the stuff from whatever it's called, the Get to Work, I think. Yeah, because that was playable. It should be Get to Work. I sorted out in the side tab bar there. But yeah, this is like the biggest item that I just had that was from the bubble tea place. But yeah, just trying to figure out the layout of everything, how I want it to look. Color scheme, I had no idea, other than I really like the swatches on the windows and the doors. Kind of wanted it to be probably a little bit greeny, yellowy, and I think it came together really well. Yeah, if I say one more time, I am so sorry. So yeah, just putting this there. The mannequins were really cool. I should have went in and dressed the mannequins, but I did not. But maybe I will right before it's posted, because I can't post this until probably the week of the 10th to the 16th. I'm not sure when I will post it. It's probably a Monday to a Friday, I'd imagine. So yeah, it just depends on the schedule. I'm gonna have the video to be released. I think I can, yeah, I don't know when I could post the video. And I don't even think I mentioned who organized this collab. So yeah, it was SimpliiSims. I'll put all her information down below and also in the video here, or it actually might be with the little picture of the collab logo that I've like looked really good. All the thumbnails and stuff we got look really good. I'm super excited for another collab. I keep going to her Instagram to try and find more. I just haven't found any yet. I either miss it or yeah. But yeah, so now we're going on to the second store. I think we do the second store right now. We might jump around. No, okay. We're going in. So this one is going to be a little cafe area, bakery, something or other like that. I do kind of make it a little retro. I use like the coolest floors ever. Um, Sorry, my dog's making so much noise. But yeah, so this is the not the layout at all, like not even. I had a hard time with this. I thought the rooms were gonna like be big enough, but they weren't. I can actually tell you a bit more about what's in here. Well, you watch me struggle with the layout. So there was a store, like clothing store, and then there's the diner bakery, and then the next one I don't go to right away, but that is actually a furniture store. If your Sims are like looking for decor or if they're going to college, maybe they have stuff there. Then behind that, we're gonna have a movie theater, and then beside that, there's gonna be a little yoga type studio. And at the very, very back of the build, we have the calf on the one side where you go get the food, and there's vending machines in there, and on the opposite side is the tables and stuff, so like the dining area, I guess, and then there's also bathrooms. But yeah, so this is the diner. It's coming together now. It's a mix of me wanting it to look older, but also retro and struggling. So yeah, I struggled. I found the tables and the chairs that went really well with the floor, but finding the rest of the color scheme like that I just had looked great, but like it was too much. There's too much going on. I just don't like it. It's not something I build a lot. So I'm trying to start building other things. Like I started a really big build today. After that, I'm doing the voiceover for this like a week later. But I started another really big build today, week later, and I thought some parts looked good and I gave up, and I'm starting a new series on my channel, so I completely abandoned that idea for now and going with something more familiar to me that I know, because that's what I do. I couldn't handle another big build. Even like this 20-minute video, I don't know if it's 20 minutes. It could be like a little less than that. But if it is 20, it's me doing a voiceover for 20 minutes and I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. But yeah, so I will get to that one. I'm really excited for that one, but I think a lot needs to change. But anyway, whatever. I'll spare you the details. So yeah, now we're working in the movie theater. So there's a little hall, and ew, I said that weird. There's a little hallway, and you could see that I put like a little reception desk, and that could act as like you're buying your tickets for the movies. And then there's also, at first I put ice cream um appliances down, and I thought they were popcorn, but I ended up fixing that in the end. And yeah, I really like how the movie theater turned out. It did take a while. Like I wish it was as fast as this build seems like it took, but it took a lot longer, a lot of playing around, but I was determined. We needed it. I didn't know what else to have in here. A movie theater just had to work, and I'm gonna make sure that those steps work. I'm not entirely sure, and if they don't, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I really hope they work. I was gonna do it here, and I said, forget it. I'm sure it's fine. I hope it is fine. I do want it to be 100% functional, um, as much as it can be anyway, but if you get your Sims to go to the, like here, I would want them to sit down other than just the front. But then again, even if they sit in the front, it's not that big of a deal. Like there's never enough people here anyway, at spawning at any lot, for there to be that many people. But if there was, that would be cool. Yeah, so picking out the carpet, that was supposed to be black. I don't know why it was blue, but it's fine. So yeah, my screen's really dark right now when I add all the black. So if yours is, I'm sorry, but I had to because it's a movie theater. It just had to happen. It's about to get real dark in a second. Yeah, and I add these cute little lights. I think they're so nice. It's so funny how like we get all these random, not random, but we get all these like different packs and somehow they like really work well together because we got the TV from, I think it was Movie Hangout, but then these chairs came from Get Famous, and so did these posters, but it's like they were all intended to work together to build a movie theater in this build or something like that. But yeah, so now I'm just adding the what's supposed to be popcorn. Yeah, as ice cream. It looks like a popcorn maker, but I fix it. And then yeah, you'll see me a lot pulling out random. I tried editing it all out when I was pulling out random things from the oh my gosh, the category menu or object menu. I try and cut that out a lot because that could also just be boring and repetitive. And it goes really fast, it could make you dizzy. Sometimes I get dizzy when I watch people's videos that do that. So, yeah, so we should be wrapping up the movie theater in a second, just adding these cute little chairs. And that's like kids' room stuff. And I think it's kids' room stuff. I'm not sure. But yeah, here I changed the layout a little bit. I wanted it do not go into the store. I imagine maybe people were outside in the hallway, uh, checking people in. I know with a yoga studio or anything like that, the mats take up so much room. So technically it should have been in a bit of a bigger space, but it did work out really well. I think it came together nicely. It is a little bit bland. I think I went back in and I added accent walls. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, you'll see me move it here because the instructor mat is absolutely massive. Um, yeah, actually, it's, we've already been we're at like 12 minutes, I guess, right now. And the video's out kind of almost over. Kind of. I think I might go and take screenshots and put them in the video, but I also might not because it's a really long video. I don't need to talk over them, which is whatever, but still, it's just a really long video for everyone to like sit back and watch when you're kind of seeing it now. And then once I am able to, it'll be up on the gallery right away. I think by now, when you're watching this, all my other videos, I'll probably say it in the other voiceovers as well, but all the builds I've been doing will just be up on the gallery. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them all up. I'm not gonna wait for a save file or anything. I know I probably contradicted myself from the last video or like a couple videos ago. I don't know. If you go, my gallery information is down below. If you go to my gallery, you will see my builds there. You'll find out your answer if I put them on there or not. My new series though, I'm super excited about. I don't know if I want to say anything now or I mean, you already have seen it. So, yeah. The new series is going to be a fixer-upper series. I know a lot of simmers do this. I think I've done a couple of them, but I haven't like fully done it, put all my effort in it. And so I'm gonna do that. There's not a lot of houses, but if you guys want, I think I'm gonna come up with a hashtag or something for the gallery so you can create a fixer-upper house with the hashtag. Maybe we'll do like SimpliiSims Fixer Upper. Maybe that works. Is it too long? I don't know. What do you think? Maybe that's good. I think that's what we'll do. So if you guys want to create a house for me to renovate, if you want to use that hashtag, I'll be able to see it on the gallery. And then I will have a dedicated day where I only do that. And at least that way I can get a couple videos. I can get like 3 or 4 videos. Because they don't, depending on the size, it really depends. Today I did 3. I think I did 3 today. and they all turned out really, really nice. I like it. Sometimes it's just a lot easier instead of coming out. Like, you still have to come up with your own, like, floor plan, but it's a little different because everything's there. You're just editing, which is a lot easier than fully coming to an empty lot. But yeah, so this is the furniture store. I try to make everything a little bit cohesive. And now that we're here, I'm getting a little bit worried that I didn't put all the footage in because we still have so much more to go. I'm a little worried. If the voiceover sounds weird, it's just because I had to come back, but you'll know. I'm not sure. I really hope I don't need to edit any more of this build, but I think I do. I think I'll have to. I end up also raising all the wall heights, just because from the outside when I was saving it in my library, it looked too like low, and I also changed the color scheme of lot. Yeah, this video, I messed up on this. So I started the voice recording or the voiceover way too early because we still have so much more of this video left to edit. So that's it. Doing the voiceover for the first part here, and then soon, well, it'll literally be instant for you guys, but I will edit the rest tonight and do the voiceover for the rest tonight. At least you guys will get to see probably just the end of this room, and then it'll be done to the exit, but we'll be back. We're gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. Let me go edit that, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Okay, we're back. What is not even a second for you was probably 30 minutes for me. So I have what seems to be the rest, the final bit of editing. All I need to do is put pictures of screenshots. I just need to put the screenshots in the video and we're done. I'm gonna make them quick. I'm not gonna take a lot of photos. I'm pretty much gonna take photos of the outside, the exterior. What you'll see at the end is different color of those slats across all, like the three, actually on all, the whole building has no more black slats, and the wall height is raised to make it less like closed in almost. But yeah, you will see that at the end of the video. I have yet to take screenshots, so I don't know what those look like, but right now as it stands we are at 24 minutes and 56 seconds. So that's the total of the video without the screenshots. So we're gonna get it under 30, which is the goal here. That's great. I really wish it wasn't that long, especially since it's hard sometimes to then again, maybe not. I'm saying that because it's my own videos, but I hate when people have like quick videos almost. I like to sit there and watch a longer YouTube video, especially like in bed or whatever. I hate always trying to find a new video to watch. I like watching gameplay. I watch a lot of the City Skylines videos, mostly because they're over an hour long, like an hour 15 or hour 20. Like, I like those. But yeah, I know that The Sims sometimes it's a little bit repetitive, so it's nice to have something different. But I'm hoping to play a little bit more. I know I played the Tenants on here. That was super fun. I want to play more House Flipper, but my computer just can't handle it. It can handle it when I'm like playing by myself, barely. So I know if I'm recording, it's like out of question. It's not happening. I know House Flipper's also getting a House Flipper 2, and I'm super excited for that. And I'm also excited for the announcement that Sims is going to be making on the 18th. Super excited about that. I'm not sure what I'm expecting. I have no idea. Nobody seems to know except for The Sims 5, possibly, but I don't think it's The Sims 5 yet. Maybe it is though, because Sims 4 came out in like 2014, I think. So it's been a while. But yeah, anyway, back to the build. This is the cafeteria. So this layout changes quite a bit. I end up cutting it out right about here. You'll see the final bit of it, how it turns out in the end, or in a couple seconds, I guess. I was playing with those two tables way too much. It was driving me insane, and then watching me go back and do it again equally made me insane. So yeah, this is where you will sit and take the food. I put one of those like stands where the people seat you. You could take that out if you wanted to, or you can use it as a restaurant. I mean, it's hard to say if it'll work because I didn't put like a full-on kitchen. I put like more of a cafeteria. So maybe I'll take the table out. I don't know. Because you go get your food and then come sit here is kind of what I had in mind. And I cut out the washrooms too, just because I mean, who wants to see that? It was just a bunch of stalls. I couldn't get like the fancier stalls to work, so I just did the homemade ones and they seemed to work fine. But yeah, that was pretty quick. That's the dining room. Simple, easy. This is the calf. This is where I change the layout for the final time. It does not change anymore. I leave it alone. The only time I come back to it is when I change the slats on the outside, and then that's that. I also hope that transition was not as glitchy for you as it was for me. I guess we'll see. Now I'm finally doing the wallpaper on the outside or the outside. Yeah, I changed that, or I don't change it. It is how it is now. But yeah, I really like the dark and the wood. I always use those wood panelings. I need to use something different, or we just need to get something new that I'm obsessed with even more because I overuse those swatches too much. And then these ones though, the what came with Eco Lifestyle, I never use those, so it was exciting to actually be able to use it and really like it. But yeah, here I end up making like a little raised garden bed or bush bed, I guess. And then when I read the slats, it completely deleted it, so I ended up having to redo it anyway, which I hated. Doing the slats though was the worst part, like individually placing it. But it turns out really well, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Um, but yeah, the fountain in here, I don't know where that went. Did I talk over that? I don't know if I even spoke about that. I don't remember. See, this is why we can't have long videos. I can't do long videos. I forget what I've said. I forgot even if that fountain. I don't remember doing that here. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, working on the roof, the platforms, I guess. I don't know if we fully go into it now. It's gonna like jump forward and it's gonna be painted, but it's the same slats from Eco Lifestyle. It's just on here now. And then these little vent fans, I totally probably used them wrong. That's probably not how they actually work, but I created it, so I think it worked. I'm not a HVAC person. I think that's what it's called. And then yeah, I found these raised signs. I think they're much better. They look so good at nighttime when it's all lit up. It looks really good. And then what I did, I added another platform on the roof, and I think that seemed to help it not look so like just, I don't know, it just raised, so it just looks more like eye-catching to the eye. And then I think I add another one of these signs eventually, just because there wasn't enough up there really. But it looks a little funny when it goes in the gallery, just because those signs look so tall. So maybe I might lower them. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is I'm just going around making sure everything looks good, because at this point in time I pretty much thought I was done, and little did I know. I thought I was ready to wrap up. I went over it a couple times and then I went to save it in the gallery and I was like, "Oh my gosh. It does not look good at all." But yeah, I think I'm going to lower these. These signs, I definitely think I'm going to lower them a bit into the platform, so then that way they're not as tall, but I still want the lights there, so yeah, adding just a couple little like details around, making it like sprucing it up, because again, I thought I was done, so I was doing the fun part. Um, and then yeah, I think I add in one clip though of me editing the slats all along. This one wall here actually that we're looking at, these slats, that's the one I do, and I just don't include anything else, only because again, it gets repetitive putting slat by slat by slat down. Yeah, maybe you would like to see that, but I just, in case, I mean, I saved us about 10 minutes, or else the video would be almost an hour long, so. And then, yeah, I am happy I had to go back because I added these, and I think that makes it look more, like, sturdy also. It looks like the roof is actually hanging on something instead of the tiny little slats there. If I say that word one more time, I swear. But yeah, this is the swatch I ended up going with. It's a little bit more contrast than the black. I put the black down originally, but then I just felt maybe the black wasn't, I just don't think it was looking good. I think it was too much dark, and then it wasn't catching the eye at all. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap up the video here. We're gonna head into screenshots here in a second. I hope you guys really liked it. Again, this will be up on the 10th, or this between the 10th and the 16th of October, and I will be posting on my Instagram the list of everyone else participating. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys check it out. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, make sure you guys comment down below. And as always, all my information for my gallery and everything is also linked down below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.